I'm Sarge O'Rotten, and this is my mural this year.
Quick question for you is about why is aerosol murals and public art important to you?
I think it's important just because art and creativity is so important for the development of like children and their cognition, and also in society for color, for people to start conversations about what people are painting, why they're painting it. Aerosol art, especially for me, just because it has a negative connotation. And I started out, young, tagging, doing illegal graffiti, and it progressed to this, where it became more of an art form. And that's my medium, and I love it. And I think it's being embraced more. But I wish that it was embraced more in like a conservative town like Boise,
Well, I think it's becoming so.
Well,
I think I told you I was from the Bay Area.
Yeah.
And I've grown up with street art. I mean,
Right.
I adore street art and all of its different manifestations.
Sure, but San Francisco is different, and like I lived in Denver, and you could just go and ask a property owner if you could do a mural, like graffiti letters and a background on their building, and they would say sure. And like you just maintain it and go over like gang graffiti or whatever, and it's more accepted. Here, you have to get permission from the city. They want to know what you're painting. If they don't like it, they deny it, and that's kind of like that's anti-art. I think that you should be able to paint art. If a business owner wants your art on it, you shouldn't have to get permission from the city.
That's right. And I heard some discussion about that a few years back, that Garden City was easier to work in than actual Boise proper. I don't know if that's changed or not.
I'm not sure. I'm not
Okay.
sure. But I'm really going to try and start asking more businesses to see if I can actually do letters, because I usually do letters. This is, characters and background, which people really like, and it's fun to do.
I like him.
Yeah, these are my maggot zombies. But I do graffiti letters. Letters are the basis of graffiti and spray paint culture.
And what is and so explain that to me a little more. Why is the script and the lettering so important to your self-expression?
Just because that's how it all started out on the subways in New York.
With tagging and stuff?
Yeah, a name, a moniker, and even in like gang graffiti, they write their nicknames, their gang names, and then with graffiti, you get into a crew, and that's based on like letters, and it's all about style and getting up, but it's all based on letters.
I notice how when I'm in the Bay Area, I take a lot of photos all the time of the changing ephemeral street art. And some of the lettering art that you're talking about, what has always struck me is the coloring, the choice of color. And I like what you just said, that color can be an introduction to a conversation.
Yes.
How do you say that? I mean, why do you feel that?
Well, I mean, every color in the rainbow is like should be used, and the more colorful, the better, because it draws people in, and you see like what they're doing. I only wear black shirts, you know what I'm saying? But I try to use every color in the rainbow, and with every piece I do.
With this particular piece this year at Treefort, why these colors? Like, I love that color. That's kind of a coral kind of a color.
Yeah.
I love that color.
Good eye. Coral.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you called it.
All right.
And this is an older can, but I saved this for special projects just like this.
Oh, okay. And then final question. Treefort has been very embracing of the mural art. I've loved this project in the park since they've moved here. What can you say to Treefort about their participation in furthering you and other graffiti artists?
Yeah, thank you. Really got to give a shout out to Kelsey that makes this all possible for us. And Sector 17, Colin and Hawk, because, they came up with the cube idea, bring him out here and have the interaction with the crowd. And I just hope it gets to be bigger and bigger. It'd be sweet if the whole outside of the festival was lined with walls, and they could just have everybody come and have a big free-for-all.
Remember, that was your vision.
Yeah.
When it happened.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have fun.
Yeah, thanks, Mike.